Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I am reviewing two different kinds of crochet hooks. The one on the left is from Dollar Tree and the one on the right is from Temu. The ones on the left I know have been out for quite a while, but I can tell you I have never seen them at any of our Dollar Trees. So I picked some up when I saw them today. I wanted to give them a try. I haven't done that, so I'm going to give them a whirl, even though they've been out for quite a while. I don't see a date on here, but I feel like at least 2 years they've been out. The hooks on the right are some I picked up from Temu because I saw them on Amazon for the 6.0 mm was $5.79. And I considered it because they say they are grippy, ergonomic silicone hooks. So these are exactly like them. These are from Temu. They were, I think the 6.0 was $1.99 or $1.79. I'll put it below. These were $1.25 per package. So let's get started. I'm going to use some Lion brand Lazy Days yarn. I picked this up on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I did purchase many of these, not even on sale, because I love this yarn. So I'm going to use the 6.0 mm from each hook brand and see what they're like. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to use the 6.0 mm from the hooks from the Dollar Tree. These actually look pretty darn nice. Let's see if I can get it out of here without destroying the package. I doubt it can, so I'll just untape it. I actually was surprised when I was in the store because they do look like they're good quality. Oh, they have cute ends. They have a little decorative end. They don't feel bad. They feel better than Boy, my Boy plastic one that I own. I don't know where it is, but it feels better quality than the Boy hook that I have that is plastic. So the 6.0 mm is debossed on the hook, a plus for Crafter's Square for doing that. Hook head is, I want to say, almost identical to a Boy. Where's the Boy I just bought? Come here, boy. Give me a boy. Very, very, very similar to Boy. Yep. Take a gander at what do I own here? 4.25. What's in this package? 5.0. They're pretty close. Looks like Crafter's Square is a little more pointed, if you will, although it's not pointed at all. It's very rounded, but hope you can see that. It's kind of hard to see because this color of the Boy hook is so, I don't know, shiny, but it's very similar to a Boy. We will just leave it at that because that is that. So I have the 5.0 and 5.5 mm as well. Put those over. I'm going to use the green because that is the size the yarn calls for. Lengthwise, that's not terrible. That little extra right there helps so that it doesn't rub into my hand like the shorter ones do. I should measure it real quick. Here's my tiny one. I have a tiny tape measure here that I have cut off for convenience. So it's 6 inches. Oops, you can't see that. 6 inches long. Not a bad length at all. The hook head is very smooth. I feel 0 things that will catch. This is a cute little hook. I like the fact that I can't feel any seam on this at all. I can't feel it. You know, if there is one, I can't tell you because it feels seamless to me. So A+ for that as well. So it's a pretty decent little hook. It has this thumb rest here, and that aids me, I do believe, with crocheting, because it keeps my fingers centered on where it should be. And so it makes it easier to crochet with a hook for me. I think if it was round there, I would have issues. The hook is quite slippery, to be honest. It's very smooth, very easy gliding in and out of the stitches. So it's a nice little hook. I'm actually incredibly surprised. To me, it's actually probably better quality and crocheting with ease than my crystal lights that are, I think they're Susan Bates. They're the rainbow colored ones. I don't even know where they are. I don't see them around me. I think they're in my other craft room. They're clear, you know, you see them at Michael's and whatnot. They're clear, and they come in a package of like 5 or 6 of them. This is more smooth than those hooks to me. It just is. I mean, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they have them, the molds, you know, set up to be, you pour and then probably this is the end. Oh yeah, I do feel something there. Tiny something there. Other than that, they are super duper smooth. I guess running my fingers across it, I can feel something, but it's ever so slight, almost not there. Very nice. A very nice quality hook for, you know, $1.25 for 2. It's a nice little hook. Not bad at all. And if you take the beauty blenders like I've shown you, and you make it a little more ergonomic for you, shoot, you have a nice little ergonomic hook for a couple bucks. I don't think I have any of the beauty blenders around me. But essentially you take a beauty blender. Oh, here's some, hold on. So these are baby ones. So they would be less ergonomic, but I also like them immensely. You just turn and turn and turn and push until the beauty blender goes through into the hook, and then you hold on to it on your hook like this. It actually works incredibly well. And if you need help, I suppose we could use a needle, huh? Tapestry needle to get that initial poke through there, so we're not popping our plastic crochet hook. Metal hooks are different because you can push on them for a lot and then they're not breaking, but I don't want to break this because I actually like these hooks. It's a bigger hook though, so it's like, do I really want to go through there? Hold on, and push it against me instead of floating in the air, because that makes it harder, I do believe. It's coming. I'm just using my waistband on my pants to help stabilize the end of the crochet hook, as to not give myself a bruise and get the beauty blender through it. It has a little more drag to it with the beauty blender because it is plastic, but I got it through. Yeah, it has a lot more drag. Also, the thumb rest here is harder to get over. So it's not the ideal situation, but you get the image that if you popped a few of them on there, especially the larger ones, I think would be much better. The larger ones are more like an egg. It works quite well, and it gives you a nice little puff to where you don't have to worry about fatigue in your hand. So I like this hook. I like this hook. I like this plastic hook from Dollar Tree. I'm impressed. I'm sad that I haven't got to experience them before this. They have knitting needles at our stores, but they have never had the crochet hooks. So It's a bummer for me, but they have them now, so that's cool. Is this the 6? Yep, this is a 6mm, so I'm going to take it out of here. They have flowers printed on them, as you can see. That is adorable. They're pretty darn smooth. I feel the seam of the sticker-like wrapping on here. This is on here on the hook so it can be able to be rubbed off. It's got a metal head. I don't feel any scratchies on it. It is very glued in, and it is not very large. Comparing it to clover hooks, what is this, a 6? I don't know if I have a 6 over here. Do I? Yes, I do. It's not that much larger than the clover grips. Clover is much more grippy. This is much more smooth, except the seam where the sticker is joining there. So this is not made like a clay hook where the actual designs are in the hook. It's not like that. It's like an overlay or a sticker of sorts over the handle. Size-wise feels shorter. It is a bit shorter, so the other hook is a bit longer. It doesn't feel bad, but it's not grippy. It's not grippy like I thought it was. It feels so much larger in size. The hook head feels so much larger than the other one. I am so confused. It really feels larger. Maybe because it's metal and it's heavier. It really feels bulky compared to that hook. Let's check out the heads comparing each other. So this is different. This is more of a style of, so it's not like Susan Bates. Susan Bates heads are like this. Okay, so it's not like a Susan Bates. This is an Omi hook. It is not like Omi. These are some that I got from Temu. It's a little bit like them. It is a little bit like these. It's kind of its own thing. It is definitely not like Clover and More though. Clover and More has a much more angled head on it. The length of it for my hand is not grand because I can feel it on my hand down there. I'll show you where it lands when I'm crocheting. Right there, it doesn't extend off my hand. When I crochet, I have found out that I move. I do move when I crochet. However, what I'm talking about is my hands kind of move in the hook a bit. So if this was, you know, an inch longer, it'd be better. This hook worked better in my hand. I don't know why. I do believe it was less slippery. This coating that they have on the handle is quite smooth, which you might find to be a benefit. I don't find it negative or positive. It is. I'm just stating it. But for me, the length is not, it's not great. The hook head is smooth enough. Like I said, that I don't feel any defects on it. it does have a, you know, it kind of has a little bit of drag, but it might need to be used a bit before that could be corrected or polished, cleaned, wiped with my t-shirt, whatever. I do feel like it is more cumbersome and less easy to use than the plastic hook. The hook head is giving me a little bit of problem, so coming out of the stitches. I can feel myself trying really hard to make it happen though. You know, when you can feel yourself using other muscles to compensate, that's what's happening. So it's an okay hook. I don't love the hook head per se, and it's not very smooth. I wish the handle had more grip because I honestly thought it would. I thought it would be more like the Hobby Lobby Yarnology hooks that they have, that I love, that are very grippy, like these. But these are grippy. This is smooth. Also, you can see there too that there's like a cut off of the flowering there, and underneath of that is actually grippy feeling. So this is definitely a coating on the outside. But it's an all right little hook. My tension would be tighter with it because I have to crochet differently. But it's okay. It's worth the $1.79 or $1.99 that I paid for it. Which one would I buy again? Out of the two, I would buy the Dollar Tree ones again. First of all, you get 2 hooks for $1.25. Second of all, for me and the way I crochet and the quality of the Dollar Tree hooks are worth the price that you're paying. I wouldn't buy any more of these hooks. I don't think they're a great match for me personally. They might be a great match for somebody else, but they're not a great match for me. If you see them on Amazon, please go to Temu and buy them for 1/3 of the price. There's no reason to pay that to Amazon. What they're doing is they're probably getting it wholesale and then reselling it back. They do come in sets on Temu. I saw they were around 12 or 13 on Amazon. They're $22. So just purchase them on Temu. I mean, you're saving yourself a lot of money if you do. I'm surprised by the Dollar Tree hooks. I'm happy that they work well. I think they're a great lightweight take along. If anything at all, I mean, it's a good grab and go hook. I wouldn't be scared to lose it at that price. So yeah, I think they're a solid little hook. They are basic, but they are also, they're better quality than most basic hooks. So what would I rate them? Well, the Dollar Tree ones, I don't really have anything awful to say about them. There was no defect on it at all. It crocheted nicely. The size is debossed on it, so it's not going anywhere. I don't have anything bad to say about that hook. It's less ergonomic than I use. That's a me problem. I like it. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because there's nothing wrong with this hook. The only thing wrong with it, that they weren't available sooner at my store. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with this hook at all. This hook is perfectly fine, and I would recommend it, especially to anyone just learning to crochet. Get yourself some acrylic yarn and give it a whirl, because I think it's a good little hook. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. Of course it can be better. But I don't see anything wrong with it. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I think it's well worth the change that you pay for it. So these hooks, I, I don't love. I don't love them. I'm disappointed by them because they actually call for me to believe that this is ergonomic, that it is grippier than a plastic hook, that it is better quality and worth more money than that hook. Granted, the hook head is metal, so it can't break, right? Well, I mean it can, but it's less likely to break. But it has quite an enormous amount of drag, and you can see right there on the hook, the tiny little ch-ch-ch-ch. If I filed that off, it would get smoother, but it's not a polished metal, so it would have to definitely be polished up to get smoother for me to want to grab for it to crochet with. Ergonomically, it's better than that hook. However, the length of it hits me in a bad area. So also the hook head is not, it's not great. I wish it came in a little more. It would make my stitches catch less. So, and that's a me problem as well. So I don't know. It's a decent hook. You know, for the price that I paid, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a little disappointing. The number and letter are just on the sticker. That's a little disappointing. But overall, it's a pretty all-right hook. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give the plastic one a 9 out of 10 because quite frankly, I don't really see anything wrong with it other than if it was more ergonomic, it would be better for me. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I will be putting out a video this Friday with the stitch for July in the round. So keep an eye out for that. And I appreciate you. I thank you. Take care. Until next time, guys. Bye.